He just had this really nice, warm vibe to him. But then he started to seem almost like suspicious of me. What did you say your last name was again? Hi, I'm Esther Povitsky, and this is a story about one of my first and only ever blind dates. Back when I was a young, hot, slutty teen, we're talking 2006, I was in high school and I was obviously so cool. I actually was exactly the same as I am now, but just with zero self-awareness. Lavender Ugg boots, Abercrombie mini skirt, maybe a Diesel shirt. Do you guys even remember Diesel? I wore Diesel. Maybe a Juicy Couture hoodie. Iconic look. My hair was honestly the same, but longer. I looked the same, but fatter. I mean, P-H-A-T-er. Look, I had a gut. I was a hot, slutty 17-year-old with a fucking gut. I was kind of a floater in high school. The cool girls, they acknowledged me. The hot guys, you know, sometimes they'd throw me a bone. Not like that. Well, actually one. And I was like a sexual teen. I like hit all the bases. In my high school yearbook, my senior quote, I quoted Jenna Jameson. I started life by choosing darkness, but now everywhere I look, I see light. I'm sorry, that just perfectly does wrap up my high school experience. This is my freshman year, I made a sex tape. We can talk about that in another episode. But senior year, I was really into theater and dance. Anyway, my high school boyfriend was a year older than me. I had just gotten dumped in such a brutal way too. He went away to school. Obviously, he cheated on me and lied about it until I caught him lying about what he had for lunch. And then I was like, if you're lying about that, I know you fucking cheated on me. And then he finally admitted it. I was hurt and honestly, a horny teenager, and I wanted to get back out there, okay? So one of my girlfriends from dance, Lindsay, had just got this new boyfriend from a different high school. So now she had all this access to all these high school boys that were fresh to us. It sounds really creepy when I say that now. So she's like, let's go on a blind double date so we can all hang out and you can get to know one of his really cute friends. He's really nice. He comes from a good family, although that's can be a turn off too, you never know. Up until this point, dates for me were just like watching The Real World, going to get Taco Bell, and then going to sleep. It was kind of an exciting idea to go on a real date with someone to a real restaurant. So we go on a blind date. We went to California Pizza Kitchen. It was the first place where I ever tried a margarita pizza and my first hot fudge brownie sundae. We get there, we're hanging out, and he's cute. He's tall, he has really nice eyes. He's really like a good guy. My friend Lindsay and her new boyfriend, they were a new couple, so they're just in their own world. So they're kind of just leaving us be, letting us connect and hit it off. I asked him questions, he asked me questions. Like, we clearly really wanted to get to know each other. And not to sound corny, but like, I don't know, he made me feel like I was home. Like, is this the one? I don't know. I order margarita pizza. How iconic is the California Pizza Kitchen margarita pizza? We get our free bread, little butter out of the packets. I'm like fancy. We get a hot fudge brownie sundae because I'm not gonna be shy on a first date. I'm gonna let you know who I really am. But then, towards the end of the brownie sundae, things got kind of weird. Like, he started to seem almost like suspicious of me. What's going on? Like, is it the way I ate my dessert? Did I not share enough? Why are things changing? The tone just kind of took a shift. And then he asked me, what did you say your last name was again? And I'm like, Povitsky. Why? Even at 17, I knew baby voice would be something that guys like. He's like, oh, we're cousins. What? He's like, yeah, we're cousins. I'm Jason. And I'm like, oh yeah, we are. I remember you from your grandma's funeral. Yeah, I just didn't realize it before, because before at his grandma's funeral, he was so sad. And now on our date, he was so happy. So it's kind of not my fault that I didn't recognize him. I don't know what cousin though. I know his mom is first cousins with my dad. So his grandma was my great aunt. That makes him second, third. I didn't even know who he was, so obviously I don't know what fucking number cousin he is, but We were definitely we can't have sex cousins. And I need to remember this because my dad doesn't talk to any of his cousins. So I could just be dating cousins left and right and not know it. So then we just decided, like, we'll just have sex once. I'm just kidding. We obviously did not have sex. He is not the cousin that I would have sex with if I was gonna have sex with a cousin, okay? He's great, but he was not at the top of that list. And I went home and told my parents and they were just like, oh, you saw Jason? Did you tell him to tell his mom hello? I'm like, no, I didn't think to do that because I was on a fucking date with him. But my parents just goes over their head. They're like, Jason, you saw Jason. It really goes to show how close my family is.